Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be reacting, I know I don't have my camera on, my eye hurts and stuff like that, but we're still going to be reacting to the gameplay trailer, an overview of Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Obviously this game just got announced and I'm honestly surprised we got a gameplay trailer so fast. Because the last trailer we barely got anything aside from like some maybe minor details. This kind of just shows me that the game is further along than we think and has been being worked on for a long time, because it's only been like what, like a couple weeks since or like since Anime Expo. But yeah, we're here and we got a gameplay overview, so let's go. Make sure the volume is good. Okay. Okay, loving the OST already.
Do you want to fight?
Hell yeah.
Do you want to win?
Give me the game.
Or do you want to live?
All three.
Which is it?
Fighting for its own sake is meaningless.
Okay.
Survival in itself is meaningless. I want to win!
Okay. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
That personify their soul. Soul Reapers now jump into battle.
That an announcer?
Not anyone.
Your powers fall far short of mine.
Okay, here we go. Cut down your.
Utilize each character's unique Zanken Soki action to cut down your opponent's ratio.
Okay, gameplay speed looks pretty good.
Cutting down 1 gauge of ratio decreases your opponent's Kompaku.
Are you ready?
After damaging your
Break
opponent,
opponents.
unleash
Okay.
your Kamu and destroy several of your opponent's Kompaku. Destroy all 9 of your opponent's Kompaku and win the game.
Okay, I think I understand the.
Did you really think you could defeat me?
Using the spiritual power accumulated while attacking, unleash a special.
Okay, we're gonna break this down afterwards. Don't worry. Okay, there's a lot going on quick.
Reverse action while attacking and defending. Turn the tide of battle with well-timed combos.
So this is all you can do. Scatter. Send
Okay.
Shall I explain to you the full
Bankai.
extent of the difference between you and me? Bankai, Senbon Sakura, Kageyoshi.
Okay, awaken.
In the midst of battle, accumulated power brings you to an awakened state. Unleashing your true power will overwhelm your opponent.
Senken, Senbon Sakura, Kageyoshi. You've reached your
Damn,
limit.
there's a lot going on. Oh, that took away 4.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
I'm not done yet. Bun! Kai!
Okay, I'm. Ooh, I'm getting chills, bro.
This is my Bankai. Alright, let's just start.
Oh, okay. Is this the soundtrack?
Is to take all of my spiritual pressure and try to channel it.
Oh, this looks flashy, but it looks. Okay, so they're.
Everything we've been through thus far, neither of us has very much strength left.
Yeah.
Let the next clash decide this battle.
Are you ready? Byakuya Kuchiki!
Bleach Rebirth of Souls.
Okay, the announce.
What?
I was gonna say.
Who are you?
No, they're not gonna show it. Oh, god damn it! They're not gonna show holification. No, no, they're not gonna show the holification. Damn. Okay, so yeah, that is interesting because some characters, I'm assuming characters like Shinji, you know, the Visors are gonna be part of the roster. So I do wonder how this whole awakening and thing is gonna work. I think in their website, I can actually pause real quick to see if they mention holification, because I feel like they did as like a separate gameplay thing. 1 second. Okay, I couldn't really find it, but we're just gonna continue on with this breakdown because this was really, really cool. Okay, I'm just gonna mute this really quick. And okay, so I understood. First of all, the visuals, the game looks great. I think for like an anime game, it looks, the lighting. Oh god, like the scenery, bro, the sky and everything looks great. So immediately we got some sidestep action. Obviously, it's a 3D arena fighter. but give me Tekken vibes the way Byakuya kind of just sidestepped that. Even though it looked like it went through him, obviously it's considered, I guess, a dodge. Um, so okay, here we go. So this is the main thing. A lot of people were confused, myself included, when we saw like the actual UI for the game, and we saw 9 up here. So this health bar is your reishi, and then I think you said kompaku. I'm just gonna call them attacks. You know, whatever. Um, so it looks like an attack after you defeat or lower the reishi gauge. I guess that's like what's considered a round. So once you lower this, I guess you unleash an attack. And the how strong the attack is will determine how many of the 9 you'll take down. So I guess for example here, right, we see Ichigo do a, which also right here we could kind of see a little bit of like a UI thing. So here we have all out slash what is that, wielding, reverse action, flash step. I don't know if this means that it's gonna be like a thing where you hold a button, and then if you press one of the 4, like, you know, face button, like square, triangle, X, circle, or something, that you'll do an action. You know what I mean? Like for example, in Pyro Warriors 4, if you hold R1 and then you press one of the 4 face buttons, you could do one of your ultimates that you have tied to that button. So I'm wondering if that's what's going on here, because it looks like it's tied to the gauge, or at least that the top layer, this meter right here, is tied to this like the specials right here, and then the bottom reverse gauge is tied to these two down here, because you also have reverse action, right? It's okay. Combo breaks the. I like this like tech stuff. I do wonder if this is just for the trailer, and I think it is. Obviously, it's giving me like very like, not the gameplay, but the style is giving me like, in the music is giving me like Guilty Gear kind of vibes. Um, break opponent's kompaku, which, you know, whatever. So then now he does. This looks like does he even say Getsuga Tensho? I don't think so, but it looks like one.
And destroy several of your opponent's kompaku.
So yeah, so my bad. So the numbers are the kompaku, and the obviously the bar is the reishi. Okay, so that's what I'm just gonna call him. All right. So he does a strong like slash attack, and it gets rid of 3. And I think I want to see here. I think one of them gets rid of just 1, unless I'm mistaken. So then Kuchiki Byakuya, spiritual pressure move. So yeah, so that's what I was talking about. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is just flying by, even with the announcer, because I'm trying to. I listen to the announcer, and then I'm looking at the gameplay, look at the gauge up top. So you have that stuff when it comes to the actual. So it looks like when Byakuya's in reverse mode, this is him with. It looks like I think this is him in his Bankai. They do the Bankai in a second after this bit of gameplay, but if I remember correctly,
Also activate reverse action while attacking and defending. Turn the tide of battle with Walton.
no. Okay, no, he has a sword in his hand. He's not in Bankai. That's Shikai.
Scatter. Senbon Sakura.
Then that gets rid of 3.
Shall I explain to you the full extent of Senbon Sakura Kageoshi?
Gameplay looks visually great.
Of battle, accumulated power brings you to an awakened state. Unleashing your true power will overwhelm your opponent.
Senken. Senbon
Yeah,
Sakura.
they have. There's a lot, man. Because it's also like questioning like, is that part of the? I mean, I clearly it's part of the awakening, but like is that part of the gauge at the bottom?
Kurosaki.
You to an awakened state. Unleashing your true
Another question though is like, is this like this revenge mode? Is this timed or not? Because the meter doesn't look like it's even activated at the bottom. Like it looks like it's going normal. You know what I mean?
an awakened
Like he's in Bankai form, and like look, the meters are going up. So it looks like once you awaken, it's not even timed, potentially, at least from what we're seeing. And that gets rid of 4.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
I'm not done yet. Bon Kai.
Obviously, the goat.
On Getsu.
Shout out to Johnny Young Bosch.
My Bankai. Alright. Let's just start over.
God, this looks so good. Can you keep up? Yeah, so it looks like he did that can you keep up move. Because that's the move, obviously, he does when he fights Byakuya, when Byakuya's like, what the hell, he's so fast.
And try to channel it.
And he does that move, and it strikes out 4 hits, dude.
After everything we've been through thus far, neither
Okay, this looks... Okay, I think that's pretty much all I can think of.
next clash decide this.
Now, this clash right here could be from the story mode. Obviously, I don't think that... personally, I don't think that's from, like, the actual fight. This obviously is from the fight, or, like, a versus mode, because he doesn't put on the mask when he's fighting Byakuya. It's, he goes berserk. You know, he gets part of the mask, and then it's just, Hollow Ichigo kind of just taking over for that fight for a little bit. So it's not this, because obviously this is when he's in control. But it does make me curious, because it looks like once you go in Bankai, there's no time limit. Like, you're just in Bankai, you can fight. So I'm assuming, I'm trying to see here if there's anything that says like holification. Maybe for Ichigo the holification is the reverse step. I do not know. Or the reverse action rather. It could be. Hey, this looks so good, man.
All of my spiritual pressure and try to channel it into one big strike.
Okay, so this is a very different type of game, right, for fighters, right? A lot of arena fighters, they go kind of either round based or traditional, just get your health to 0. But this, to me, very clearly shows like that the 6 and the 9 are basically, I want to say, like, what, glorified round numbers, right? Because the moment you get that, it's like, then I believe the health, obviously, or the ratio gets reset. So it's glorified rounds, right? So it's a little weird at first glance, but that's basically what it is. So the stronger your attack, the better it is. So, because and it's basically, I feel like the maximum is like 3 rounds, right? 3 times you have to get their health down, or their ratio down. Because even if you're, let's say you're at 2 and they're at 9, and you go into Bankai, and let's say you just have this massive comeback, it looks like, as of right now, there could be a move, because I don't know what this fighting spirit gauge is. I don't know if that's what leads them into Bankai, because
Accumulated power brings you to an awakened state.
I'm trying to look.
Receive your true power will override.
Okay, hold on. It might actually go down. That may be where that's where, because the thing is, there's a lot of gauges on screen, dude. I'm trying to see Ichigo's. Okay, so no, his it goes up. So I'm assuming, I don't know what happens when the fighting spirit gauge is filled. Maybe that's where he goes into holification, and that's where where Byakuya can go into his full, like, Shuhei Hakuteikin stuff.
Been through thus far,
Like that, like these moves basically.
much strength left.
But yeah, it's just a lot. So the basics of the gameplay though is lower the reishi, then you lower the Konpaku or whatever, and once you get to 0, I guess you obviously win, right? So even if you're at, like, if you're at Bankai, you're taking out 4, possibly more if you go into holification or do like a big Getsuga Tensho or whatever as Ichigo. Who knows? But yeah, so obviously that's the gameplay. Honestly, I'm excited for it. I don't really see anything too negative really off the bat, because obviously this is the first gameplay bit that we're getting. But the gameplay speed looks interesting. It doesn't seem as like
Using the spiritual power accumulated while
cut and dry as traditional arena fighters.
you can also activate
And I think the speed looks pretty okay.
turn the tide of
I do wonder, like, Byakuya seems to have like some decent range too. But clearly Ichigo, it doesn't falter, right? But yeah, for me, at least from the first glance, it doesn't look like the gameplay is slow. Because that's my main thing with these fighters, if the game is slow. And the gameplay looks, like, okay. Like, it's not the fastest, but it's not slow either. Like, that looks fine, gameplay-wise, speed-wise. But yeah, I'll just leave it off at a screenshot here, talk about this. So yeah, last thing we know is there is a spiritual pressure gauge, a this gauge right here. Then you also have the reishi gauge, and then the konpaku gauge, and the reverse gauge. So yeah, there's a lot of gauges, but yeah, I still don't fully understand it. These are just like my thoughts after watching it for a bit. Um, I know it says like unleash or whatever. So again, I think the reverse gauge may be for like Shikai / awakening, and it seems like it looks like Bankai is tied to maybe when you're like about to lose, or at least at like 4 or minimum, 4 or below rather. So I don't know because I believe Byakuya goes into Bankai at 4 or no, even at 6. Yeah, so yeah, maybe not. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. We gotta get more gameplay and actually like get down to it. But yeah, let me know what you all think about the gameplay for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Obviously, it's a lot to process. There's a lot of gauges, it's a lot of movement. But I think if you boil it down, you just got a spiritual pressure gauge, which might lead to supers / like enhanced attacks. Reverse might be your awakening gauge to go into Bankai, which is what they're really advertising about. The if you're about to lose, you can come back. Um, and then the numbers are here are basically your actual health bar. Once this reaches 0, it looks like you're done. And you can also see here that it looks like when the opponent or you or the opponent are attacking, the game knows what state you're in, so it'll basically like tell you up here too, like this person can take out 3 health bars essentially, and then Ichigo can take out 2. But yeah, there's a lot. Let me know what you all think about in the comment section down below. Let me know if there's anything I missed. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm not really like hating everything I'm seeing. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty interesting and different for an arena fighter. But yeah, let me know what you all think, and let me know who you want to see in the game. Personally, I really want to see Grimmjow. Anyone that's not Ichigo, I would love to see Grimmjow and like Ukiura, and Stark. I think Stark would be really fun. But obviously, characters like Yoruichi and stuff like that. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.